Sailing is our passion and our life, but travel is a very, very close second, and we have travelled Asia extensively over the years. So when we were offered the opportunity to go and sail in Asia, we absolutely jumped at it. What is not to like? Warm waters, the scenery is amazing. The sunsets that turn the sky all different hues of pink, the ever-changing weather, the crazy thunderstorms, and not to mention the food. We absolutely love Thai food. And so this was a fantastic opportunity for us to combine two of our greatest loves. We just had to get from freezing cold London to Bangkok first. This is our Asian adventure.
I can't believe diamonds so pearls, and I don't wanna take you traveling the world. I can love you, yeah, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you, babe. Cross my heart and hope to die.
.30 in a very, very cold October morn, and we, for our sins, have to fly to Bangkok this morning. Now, because Thai Air have a very strict limit on what you can take in hand luggage, we're travelling as light as we can. So 60% of what we've got is camera gear.
But what Nick was trying to say is that it's bloody cold, and because we have to take so much camera gear, we are wearing the bare minimum, knowing that when we get to the other end we will be in Bangkok and not have to wear much of the way of heavy clothing. So we're both in flip-flops and shorts, and it is absolutely perishing. So the sooner we get to the airport, the better.
And with our camera equipment stowed in overhead lockers, we set off to head from London all the way to Bangkok. That is 6,000 miles, 10,000 kilometers and 14 hours.
I've been running out of luck. That's how it seems.
29 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it is 100% humidity. And the reason I'm in a taxi on my own with no taxi driver or Therese is because the taxi driver can't find where we're meant to be staying. We booked a guest house somewhere in the centre of Bangkok. So he's gone off with Therese, and I'm just sitting, sweating into my own underwear, waiting for the taxi driver to come back with Therese. I hope Therese does come back. She hasn't been sold into some sort of slavery. Otherwise, this is going to be a difficult and different type of holiday.
Teresa eventually returned, and our gracious taxi driver took us to our hostel in the centre of Bangkok. We managed to get our head down for a few hours and were woken to the ominous rumbling of thunder. Time to get some food before the skies opened. Bangkok is famous for its night markets and food stalls, so we headed into town and watched the stallholders putting up their plastic sheeting against what would be a little bit of rain. The stallholders of Bangkok are really used to this kind of intense downpour, and the pace of life didn't change one bit. We hunkered down under an umbrella and gorged ourselves on some of the best street food we had in a very, very long time.
And just like that, the rain stops. Like, what we love about Asia. It goes from like 100% like dry to massively torrential, and then back to nothing again in 10 minutes. Someone found a coconut.
One thing you have to do when you're in Thailand is take a tuk-tuk ride, or tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk or tuk-tuk?
I think it's like potato. And called the whole thing. So it's pretty intense, this thing.
Yeah, these are not the cheapest, but they're probably the most fun way of getting around. So
I was actually going with safest rather than cheapest.
Chinatown apparently has the best street food in Bangkok, which I think is a bloody high standard because we've had some damn fun street food so far, but we thought we better come and check it out, so that's tonight's mission. Let's go find some street food. Not difficult, it's everywhere.
The sights and smells of Chinatown were a complete assault on the senses. I wish I could show you how good this place smelled. Traditional Thai dishes like pad Thai, deep fried fish and green curry were being cooked in stalls the whole length of the Chinatown parade. And in addition to the familiar, there were of course things that, well, I'm not sure form part of our regular diet. All a really amazing experience.
So Chinatown is proper bat crazy. It is just a smorgasbord. That's the line that your father likes, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a smorgasbord.
There seems to be a massive queue here for something.
Well, you know what the English are like, we love a good queue. I don't know what the hell these people are doing.
Never seen a queue you don't want to join. Admit it, part of you is itching to get in that queue.
I don't know what they're queuing for.
Well,
I think
that
it's just
doesn't
squid.
matter.
It's the grilled squid, man. They're just waiting for grilled squid, which I think is phenomenal. Yeah, pretty awesome. And just another one of these reasons why we absolutely adore Asia. Any words, Therese? You're hungry.
And with Teresa getting hungry, it was time for us to choose one of the hundreds of stalls available and sit down for a good meal and a nice cold drink.
Okay, chain, small chain? Big. You want to share big or
Just get a big chain.
Okay, one big.
So,
wow, it was not easy trying to find somewhere to eat or decide on where to eat because everywhere is like completely full up, and sometimes there's like an organised queuing system and sometimes there's not. So,
this is 2 parts chaos, 1 part. This is probably worse than Italy.
I think 3 parts chaos.
3 parts chaos, 1 part whatever.
And so we're going to have like 1 dish here, and 1 dish.
Tilt your glass, my love. This is good, not using plastics.
Oh, that's refreshing.
So what we always do here is we just scoff the dish and pass no comment.
Yeah.
Because I've got a camera handy, you can actually provide some sort of commentary on what we're eating. So tell me some
If I
taste.
can, because my mouth is suddenly burning.
Because you gutted yourself
Well,
again, didn't you?
there's a little thing of sauce which I just upended and
You gutted yourself.
I shoved it onto my mouth.
Standard Vandaloo fashion. So I can taste a lot of ginger, some chilli. It's quite smoky. With undertones of blackcurrant and gooseberry.
Is this a wine or a glass noodle dish?
I don't know, babe, but it's going to be disappearing into my face in a minute.
The next morning saw us heading through Bangkok traffic to get to the airport and take a short hour flight to the Phuket yacht haven, where we were going to pick up our charter for the week. So, Bangkok, beautiful, amazing.
Yeah.
And now Phuket to pick up our boat. So yeah, actually finally get to do some sailing on a catamaran that we control ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to sail for next week.
That's nice.
And visit loads of cool islands and do lots of fun things, and I'm really excited.
Good. All right, well, let's get this plane up and down safely, and then we'll be back.
Let's get this plane up.
With the yacht haven about 30 minutes from the airport, we did need to do one quick stop before we got on our boat, and that was to provision a week's worth of provisioning in a Thai supermarket.
So yeah, we're doing our provisioning for our week away, and this supermarket is a little bit hectic. I'm just trying to find my way to Nick, who's like all the way over there. But yeah, it's got everything we need, plenty of Asian food, so that's all we want.
So plenty of amazing food to be had in this Thai supermarket, particularly the fresh fruit, vegetables and herbs. They smell and look amazing. Unfortunately, we did have to use the plastic bags provided in the supermarket. We didn't have our reusables with us. This was something we were not thrilled about, but hey, sometimes it can't be helped.
Got enough limes there? Get a load of light vegetables so we can just have vegetable stir fries and that if we're running low, like carrots and cabbage.
So, provisioning done. The madhouse of the Thai supermarket. They were all really, really gracious actually, and obviously realising that we...
Car park, okay. Boat.
Finally, after a couple of wrong turns and a long protracted discussion with our cab driver, we arrived at the marina. Now, it was simply a question of getting a skipper's briefing done, unloading our food and our possessions, and getting on the boat and going sailing. We were super eager to get the boat out of the marina before nightfall.
Tides on the chart are lowest astronomical tide, so it's everything on top of this. So if we had a look today at number 2, it's...
The skipper's briefing was pretty interesting. We were taught a lot about local tides, the water, the hazards, and everything we should be looking out for on our week. It lasted about 40 minutes, and I was pretty excited when it finished to get to the boat, find Therese, and finally get sailing.
It's not that. It's only this.
Briefing over, we took a quick look around the marina, got ourselves a cup of coffee, and then loaded our kit up, pushed it onto a dock trolley, and took it to our boat. We needed a quick handover with our guide to show us the electrical systems of the boat, but then we were free to go. Finally, we arrived at our boat. Our steed for the week was an Island Spirit 410 catamaran. This for us was a totally new experience. Yes, we'd been catamaran sailing, but it was a year ago, and we had Nikki and Jason Wynn as skipper to help us. Now it was just us and getting ourselves out of this marina and onto open water. Pretty daunting, pretty exciting in equal measure. So, let's start some engines. Start some engines and get sailing.
Alright, so we are going to get out of this marina, and then we are going to sail, but probably actually motor sail to our anchorage that we're going to spend our first night in. So let's go. Thank you so much for watching. Please join us next week as we explore these beautiful islands. Don't forget to subscribe.